Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here. Winners of 7 of their last 9 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
In the NFL, we love to talk about bloodlines and how important they can be. And for Zay Jones, he's got a terrific one. His dad, Robert, longtime linebacker in the NFL, big time with the Dallas Cowboys. And his uncle, Jeff Blake, a starting quarterback in the NFL at one point. What if he played catch with Uncle Jeff in the backyard a few times growing up?
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. So after the INT, it's Allen. That one going to be complete to David Moore. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Now Allen.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And here's Allen. Going to throw again. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Check. Watch me before. I don't think you got it, son.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The numbers for Yeldon on the ground last week. 9 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute them. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20+.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. To the air, Allen.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Crunch time, defense.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Bullock's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This is how they'll line up on the defensive side for Buffalo. And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
From the gun now on third down, Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Down. 49, come on. 180. Hey, we're good. 280.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 18 carries, 85 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line is going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Hey, watch down 80. 54. Mike, 54. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Allen off the play fake. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Throwing his car on third down. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now Allen off the bootleg. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Allen, that one complete to Yeldon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Bullock will put this one through, and that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Card out a throw. It's complete to Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. 6-0 our score after 1. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
58, 58,
Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Carr going to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field, but now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And his kick is good. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We won it. Come to my workout.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Mike 80! Mike 5-4. Here we go, Steve. Here I come. Here I come.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on. Check 4. Check 4.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Allen going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
A 29-yard attempt.
Bullett's kick is good, and the Bills have come back to regain the lead. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul-searching now. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
I got you. I got you. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the do.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. To the outside, that's complete to Williams.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
What now? 180. Key to tight end. Key to tight end.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And I guess, partner, you call that a coverage sack.
Oh, without a doubt, because where did he have to go with the football? I know everybody wants to get on him about, hey, get rid of the football. You had too much time in the pocket. But he's scanning the field, nowhere to go, and that allowed the pressure to ultimately get to him.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful.
Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for the Bills. 41 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Yeldon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 45 on 2nd down. Allen looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Allen now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon. So apparently neither guy is immune.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. It's caught. Jones. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Carr now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Carr. Got his man. It's Williams. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And our attention turns now to T.J. Yeldon. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and he finds Beasley, complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Allen off the play fake. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and the Patriots have the lead in the final stages before halftime. The Patriots seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Ezekiel Elliott, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far, with a touchdown run as well. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. Jakeem Grant, a touchdown catch in the victory. In our game, it's been the play of Derek Carr that's led the way. His guys have the lead at Buffalo as we get you back to New Era Field and rejoin Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
59. Check, 59. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Carl Nassib. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll try and punch it in with Yeldon. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Barber. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jacobs. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Carr. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr as his guys are able to regain the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try and run it with Ajayi. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Allen now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, watch it.
Allen now looks to throw. He finds Yeldon. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. That one complete to Yeldon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Around the NFL, third quarter from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Drew Lock, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Barber on 1st and 10. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Ajayi. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Complete to Jones. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Carr now on first down. This will be dumped off to Barber. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Ajayi. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your court? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Yeldon. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Allen, and this one caught by Beasley. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Come on, baby.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got one.
From the gun, it's Allen going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Allen. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Here we go, D.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Bullock good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Carr going to throw. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Barber. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. The open man here, Renfro. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Allen now on first down. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And some room to work. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Raiders' 2-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. The quick slant caught. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
A 20-yard attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through, and the Bills have tied the game here in the fourth. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Carr now to throw. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They run with Ajayi. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Now Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Carr to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw is Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Again, it's Carr. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Barber. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball game. They'll run with Barber, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now down by a field goal, 1:52 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Back to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He's back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. And the Colts have now swung back in front in that game. Phillip Rivers, he was the story there with 4 touchdown passes. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from 55 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it was a golden chance to go ahead here in the final moments, but he misses for a 2nd time in this game.
Brandon, either one of those go, and they might be on their way to a victory. Instead, they're going to have to hold on here defensively just to force overtime.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
Will they handle it? Let's find out. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. First throw of overtime for Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. They'll run on first down. It's Barber, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. From the 41, Carr completes it to Ajayi. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Now Carr. The open man here, Renfro. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They go, and this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Raiders, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7 and 8 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills,